We're touching on the things that have kind of created tension, frustration, irritated us on the topics we talk about on this show. Real talk about hip hop, the church, and the streets. And today we're talking about the church. In 2023, what are the things that have created frustration for us, or for the church, right? For all the various situations that people of God and the church gets into in 2023. As we look back at a year of review of what those things are. And, we could, of course, talk about some of the great things, of course, that God has done in the midst of that. That's a part of it as well. But on this show, we don't want to tiptoe around everything. We want to talk about some things right where they are, man. So fellas, what are some of the things, man, in 2023 that just frustrates you about the church, people of God, in this past year?
Yeah, I'm jumping in first on this one, man. That's a simple one, bro. So all y'all know that our boy Andre Benjamin, aka Andre 3000 from the
3 Stacks.
3 Stacks, just dropped his first album in decade, right? Like just been a minute, right? And everybody's surprised at this album, right? Because it's got no words, right? It's no beats. It's just him playing different flutes and woodwind type instruments.
Mm.
And and I was like, yo, okay, I'm definitely give it a try. I'm a 3 Stacks fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he dropped a Love Below, I was like, he's singing?
Right.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like, yo. So what bugged me about the church, like with this, is sometimes we don't think at all. We're not critical. Like we don't think critically at all. And
Right.
so some of the stuff I saw people say, it was just like, I was ashamed to even be like associated with Christians with some of the stuff they were saying. Like, it's one thing to say, that's not really my kind of music, I'm not feeling it, but much respect to him doing his thing. Boom.
Right.
It's another thing to be like, be careful what you let into your ear gates, because you don't know what kind of demonic spirits is playing and what and ain't no, I listened to that, and some of that music was in a lower register and had me thinking this and that.
Oh.
And I didn't want to fall asleep to it, because what kind of demons would have come into me while I was sleeping? Oh my God, Phil, some of the stuff I was reading and hearing people saying, I was like, what in the world are we talking about? Right? And it was so frustrating. It's like, y'all, look, the man stepped into another genre of music. That's all that happened. He stepped into an instrumental, kind of free-flowing, you can kind of call it improvisational jazz realm of music. That's all he did, right?
Yeah.
And he said that's what the wind blew him. That's the way that he felt. Like, that's the music he can make right now. And if you don't like it, don't listen to it. But don't be like he's anti-God or there's some demons coming. Like, that's just y'all, it was so infantile and like imbecilic. I was like, yo, what are we talking about? Like, we're not even being critical right now. And people were just retweeting and resharing and posting. I'm like, what in the world is going on, man? When are we gonna think? And so I get frustrated when Christians don't think critically, like, or don't really pay attention to what's happening in the world. Like, to be followers of Jesus, we have to actually be in tune with what's going on in culture, and then actually partake and understand what's going on so that we can embody, Jesus, and talk about faith in the world and the way that God runs this world in an intelligent way.
Right.
So I did hear people saying, like, there were people saying stuff like, oh man, I respect Andre as an artist. He helped me as an artist to be like, I just want to make the music that I want to make. I don't want to be concerned about what other people think about it. So I heard some Christian artists going that way, and I was respecting that 100%. They're like, it's not really my thing, but yo, I appreciate as a fellow artist that he felt free enough to just make the album that he wanted to make. And I'm like, that's critical. That's like a critical way of understanding like somebody's artistic presentation. But just to jump to this mystical demonic stuff, man, I was just like, what? I did not, maybe I was caught off guard. I did not expect that.
Well, go ahead, T.
No, I was just gonna say, I played the album more than halfway through. I actually enjoyed it. After my brother passed away, I had a hard time sleeping. So one of the things I would do is just play like sleep music. And so his music is a calming music. Something like that. When I'm having a hard time, I throw that on just to help me calm my body down, calm my brain, and go to sleep. Right. And a lot of times what would happen is if I woke up, I would hear the music and go right back to sleep. And I appreciate that brother for being him, right? And just doing what he said, the wind blew him in that direction. I appreciate that because that is artistry, right? You know, now to talk about how people respond to it, you know, people have been saying that type of stuff for years about what's demonic and secular, right? But they don't do that to their favorite TV shows, right? They don't do that when they're out here watching all these ratchet housewives of real LA or the dating shows, right?
Yeah.
Like, man, y'all got to get up off of it. Get up off of it because you're tripping. You don't do that with all these shows you watch or the other stuff you do, like your job. How you know your CEO is a Christian? You don't know. You don't know what he is. But you ain't running around there talking about some, oh, well, my CEO, he doing this and he doing that. No, you're gonna take your butt to work every day because you gotta pay the bills.
Paycheck. You gonna take that demonic paycheck, baby.
Right. I ain't gonna take no check from my CEO because he be doing this and doing that. Right.
Yeah. So I feel you on that one, Jay.